What's going on, everybody? My name is Matthew. This is Father's New Eden. This morning, I want to talk about 5 things that I think you should be doing right now if you haven't already done them, and why you should do them. There are so many people saying, well, do this, you got to do that, you got to have this. In my opinion, these are your 5 most important things to do right now, and why. The first thing is work for yourself or a small company. Something local. You work for these big corporations. How many layoffs do you see right now that are going on? The economy is slowing down. Production is slowing down. People are being laid off left and right. The economy is going to shit. You need to work for yourself. You need to have a job that is recession proof, pandemic proof, whatever. Find something that you know people need, or it's going to really be sought after when all this shit happens. The second thing is get a tool to protect yourself and your family. Whether it is something that has powder in it, or a crossbow, or a slingshot, or something that you can hunt with, something that you can defend your family with. And I really don't think that needs an explanation of why you would need something like that right now, especially right now with how crazy the world is. That's just common sense. Learn how to use it. Be safe. Take classes. Talk to people. Go to ranges. Stuff like that. You'll find people to bond with, to get to know. You know, that whole community building thing. Like, that's part of that. Third thing is save up and buy some property. And buy as much property as you think you're going to need. Don't go out and buy 50 acres of land if you don't need 50 acres of land. Or you can afford 50 acres of land. If you're going into debt for that, don't do it. Get what you think you would need to sustain your family and whoever else you're bringing along. You buy too much property, fence is fairly expensive. And if you think you're going to fence off 50 acres, you better have won the lottery or got a rich uncle. Have enough to grow food on, raise animals, be able to hunt on. Something you know you can secure, that you know is safe, and learn it. And how do you save up for that much land, man? Even if it's like 10 acres or 15 acres or something like that. What we're doing is saving precious metals. Instead of saving money, people are, oh, you just put money in the bank or don't put it in an envelope or something and don't touch it. And then when you have enough, buy the land. I buy precious metals and I hold on to those until I have enough for what I want. And oh yeah, gold and silver, it goes up and down in value. It goes up and down in value. The dollar bill, that's only going down in value. I would not recommend saving paper money right now. Coins, gold, any precious metals that you can think of. Hell, even copper and tin. Save that stuff up. And then when you find something that you want and you have enough for it to pay it off, that's what I'm doing. That's what we are actively doing, is saving up like that. Kind of, you know what I mean? Like, that makes more sense to me than holding a bunch of freaking dollar bills. Plus, if anybody breaks into your house, you have that tool to defend yourself. And then if you have a bunch of metal, it's going to be hard as shit for somebody to take all your metal. It's easy to scoop up somebody's envelope full of cash and take off with it. Hide it. Put it in a safe spot. Go bury it. Whatever. Don't tell anybody about it. Or at least where it's at. So yeah, I have silver and gold. I just told you I had silver and gold. I never told you how much I had. Never told you where it was at. I can tell you it's not at my house though. So you have working for yourself, a tool to defend yourself, and and land for yourself. The two other ones are pretty common sense. Is find a thing for water. I'm not talking about buying a bunch of bottled water. I'm talking about how to make water, how to produce water. Get you a pond going. People have these little contraptions where they, build a box and it gets condensation in it. Learn how to produce water and how to store it. Have a system that you can rely on to get something. Because once your bottle of water is empty, your bottle of water is empty. Find a good stream near you or a spring. I wouldn't recommend drinking out of these rivers around us because they're all polluted. And everybody's going to be going to them. Find you a safe spot where fresh water is available and know how to clean it. Learn how to boil water and make charcoal filters and stuff like that. Last thing is really important too. Food, obviously. You need food to live. Don't go out and spend 20 grand on a bunch of MREs. If you have no food, if you're just starting out preparing or getting ready for whatever's going on, I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend seeds and learn how to grow food. You get a seed, you can grow it and keep growing it. You buy canned food, once it's done, you don't have any food left. I've spent more money on seeds and ways to regrow food than I have on actual canned food. Everybody has some canned food saved up, obviously. But the more important thing is buying seeds and learning how to regrow food. In my mind, that's just common sense. If you're relying on the system for your food, then you're relying on a handout when it's all said and done. Because when the supermarkets are empty, they don't have any food or water, and the only thing left in there is impossible meat and grasshoppers and cockroaches and shit like that, you better learn how to grow food or you're going to be eating that nasty shit. Anyway, that's my 5 things that I could think of that are the most important to me, and that's what I'm doing, and that's how I'm working on obtaining everything. The biggest thing, the most expensive thing is the land. Everybody has a different climate. Learn your climate, where you want to go, and do not go into debt to buy freaking land, dude. You go into debt, you buy land, you pay on it for 28 years, and you miss 2 payments, and the bank comes and takes it, and you ain't got shit to show for it. Buy it outright, get the deed there, done. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one.